All right. Welcome, crew, to another session of some game building in Godot. Done some progress today. Can we place, whenever we press build, can we do ray tracing to figure out the position? I want to try that. What does get ray target do? Let's print that. Print get ray target. Wait. Don't we already do camera here? We already define it somewhere else, I think. Yeah. Okay, we do have a position. So if we We just do like var target position equals get ray target. Just save this for now as a backup. We're gonna need some wood to build. Right, of course. What is it? It's dot position. Is that it? I don't remember. Yeah, it works. Cool. So I want something that when I build, when I press the build button, I get to see it. I can like move it around, and then when I press this button, I'm gonna place it. We're gonna need a state machine for that. Hey Adam, what's up? Let's create some chaos here to get this to work, and then can always refactor it later. Var current building block. And that's what we can set here. Current building block. Oops. Wait. What happened to target position? What? Yeah, I removed it, right? Yeah, I did. start build. And then we can do func place building block. That's what's actually gonna place it. Var is placing building block is true. Var is placing block is false. So that means in the state machine, the controllers are going to do different things depending on the state. Var is... What did we call it? Placing... is placing... Oh, it's var. We said it here. No. Placing building block... Have you already published some games? No, I haven't. This is the first thing I'm trying to build. What about you? This thing, add highlight to, we're not really, I think there needs to be some refactoring here. This can be deleted. And add target, I think, can also be deleted. And then in the physics process, if is, this is a placeholder for a state machine. Do you recommend step-by-step how to publish App Store game from Godot? Everywhere seems to look hard. Do you mean like how to actually create the game or more how to do the publishing? Hey, Speed Boost Boy. Been good, been good. Enjoying the spring weather in Sweden. It's been really good the last few days. How are you doing? If is placing building block. Then if we press swing, that's when we just go and do get rate target, get rate. Place building block. Yeah, this is 100% gonna be a state. Place building block. If, let's also do, if we press build, we're exiting build. Build mode. We're like toggling the build mode. Leave build mode. I'm gonna start doing this the quick and dirty way, and then as soon as there's a bit more reason to have a state machine, I'm gonna build it. Great here. Same sunny weather. Definitely not complaining about it. Nice, nice. To make the publishing to... yeah, me neither. It's really nice. To make the publishing to App Store. I don't know, actually. I've never done it. But, yeah. I can imagine that the places where you publish make it easy to publish. Because they want people to publish good games. But I'm not sure, actually. Have you tried... I don't know. I'm sure you did some research. What did you find? What seems to be the most difficult thing about it? And leave build mode. Leave build mode. Then we just current building block has to be global for this to work. Because then we can just do current building block dot q3, so we get rid of it. And then we also do is placing building block is false. So now when we start building, we get this thing out. And when we're in building mode, another thing is to update building block position. Update building block position. And that's what we can do here. We can reuse it in here as well. So we have the same function twice. The tree filling looks good, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a good placeholder, at least. How's it going for you, Speed? Are you building anything, by the way? I forgot. And then we do update building block position. Yeah. Just add this here as a comment for now. Okay, this should kind of work, right? Is placing building block is true. So we could, by the way, already do is placing building block is false. And then in the physics process, if this is true, place the building block if we press swing, otherwise if we press build, leave it. Else, just do whatever you always did. Except for yeah, when it comes to input. The rest, the physics process, move and slide, keep doing it. You make really simple games on different things. Scratch, Unity, Unreal. Only started coding, so that's mostly why I'm using Scratch. Okay, nice. Yeah, I used Scratch a while back when I tried to teach my brother coding. It was really good. I made some super simple game in it. It was fun. It's a really good learning tool for programming. Okay, let's pray that this works. No, we don't need to pray, but let's see. how it goes. So first of all, if I press build now, shouldn't do anything because I don't have any wait. Oh, right. Should only get into build mode if I have enough resources for it. That's a bug. Good. What? Expected. Oh. So, yeah, nothing happens because there are no resources. Now, we have, if we check the inventory, we have 1 wood resource. And now, no, it doesn't update. It just leaves it there. And now it removes it. So it does not update the position of it. But if I do, did I get it back? My inventory, by the way? No, it never wasted the inventory. But if I press it here, and now I press swing, and now I press build again, no, and the inventory. So now that actually works, so it actually places it. You just need to make it update the position while we are in build mode. Oh yes, I forgot to add that function there. Update building block position. And then Jet, he recommended in the Discord to add like an initial impulse or like push to the tree when it's felled. So like here, there should be some push on it so that it falls faster. I mean, that actually works, but cool. Now I have 2 wood resources in the inventory. Pressing build now. Whoa, what's going on? It should not collide with itself. Yes, I think that's what's happening. Because we're sending a ray trace that then collects, then collides with the item itself. So it's just going to move closer and closer and closer. Get index position on base dictionary. Yeah, I think that's the bug. How can we ignore it? Wall jump scare, yeah. Guessing a few more build types will be added. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like for the POC, I was thinking like, okay, build walls is not really done. I mean, you can build a wall, but building, move and place objects based on where you aim. I think this is going to be quite difficult to pull off in a satisfactory way, but then like a floor and a roof, I think that's where it's going to start. Maybe a door or something. The bare bones. Yeah. So some super simple stuff to build. So I want to get to POC as soon as possible for some playtesting. So get rate target. Exclude. So we need to send in the object itself somehow. Where am I using this function? Let's do added rids. Var exclude. If added rids or rid in added rids. Wait, get rids of players. It's a list, yeah. So let's make that into a list for rid in added rids. Exclude.append rid. Wait, is that a... no, I don't think I can use that. Current rid. Maybe have it so instead of it turning where you're looking, you can press R to turn it 45 degrees. How do you mean? If it's turning where you're looking, you can press R to turn it. Yeah. I was thinking so too. You're right. I was thinking to have some kind of that you can actually rotate it as well. So it doesn't always have to be where you're looking. But you can actually control the rotation of it. I think that's going to be important. And then there's going to be this whole thing of having it, connect. Like when it's on the ground, it's pretty straightforward, I think, because you get the ray connection on a point and you can just place it on that point. But then when you're gonna, let's say you want to have a wall and then you want to have another wall on top of it, then it needs to figure out that, oh, it's touching a wall, or like it's touching the side. We're looking at the side of a wall, but actually put it on the top of that wall, or like put it on the side of it. Like some snappiness there would be cool, I think. And I think this is going to be really important for the feel of the game. Like maybe quite a lot of time will be spent building, and it needs to be easy. And like whatever you're thinking should be at your fingertips. It shouldn't be too difficult to get there. Current rid. Exclude dot for in categories of players. Exclude dot append current rid. Okay. So now do we always... Can we not... We cannot make parameters optional, right? Or can we? GDScript optional Parameters in functions. You take a look at Raft's building system. It's very clean. Okay. I haven't seen it. Thank you. I will have a look at it. Oh, so you can pass. You can give it optional values. Added reads equals null. Yeah, you can. Okay, good. Let's actually do an empty list just for the sake of it. All right. And now current building block dot, and how do we get it? Rid. Get rid. Sounds like a function. Dot get rid. I've heard about Raft. Raft building system. Oh yeah, that looks cool.
Here are 5 useful tips for building in Raft. Hi friends, and welcome back to
I don't hear
Raft.
anything.
Today we're going to be talking about some useful building tips for our down triangles and use them as additional supports. So we can just kind of slap them all around our upper half pillar, and it also hides that.
Yeah, something like this is what I envision.
And then we can actually build a setup. These are great, they're super optimized.
Yeah. This looks nice.
Tiny little area. I know that
That's good inspiration.
On walls.
I like some, some storage that's gonna be needed for sure.
But anyways, I have no clue how to do that. Consider leaving a like if you did.
Right, moment of truth. No. Get index position on base. I'm not sure what this yields though. Let's print it once. Maybe we're just getting null values here. Current building block dot get rid. Why is it doing that? What's actually going on here? in game development, there's like you can't predict the kind of bugs you will encounter. Is it colliding with itself? I don't know. Like, can we print target position once? That has to be changed, otherwise this wouldn't happen. Target position. It could be something with global versus local positions. Okay, let's delete this, by the way. Let's move the process function higher. What's the difference between physics process and process? Yeah, it's changing. But not okay, yeah, it's changing a lot actually. It's moving closer and closer. And then it goes away again. So maybe the rid ignoring doesn't work. Yes, this is why. We never used it. Still using get rids of player down here. Let's use exclude. I think that's probably why. Yeah, look at that. Nice. And then when we press, now it's there. That's so cool. Nice. And now since the inventory is empty, we cannot build. We need to go and cut another tree to keep building. Yeah. Now we can place another one. And this is where it becomes a bit hard. This is where we need the snapping. Some kind of snapping system. For example, what happens if I try to connect it with another wall? Or this, oops, yeah, I'm looking in the sky. Okay, let's do this. We need to ignore, this is failing now because it's looking in the sky, so it has no position. So we need to double check. that there is a position, var current ray target equals, and then we only do the below if we have a current ray target, otherwise we just do nothing. If current ray target, then do stuff. Oops, what happened? What? Kinda, how, what the? It's like pushing me forward. That was a bit bugged. What? Wait a minute. What? Oh, what a nice wall. I hope it doesn't do anything strange. Okay, this is the bug. It's just, its target position is the same position as the player. That's why. So it just keeps chasing the player. So we need to do current ray target dot position. So now if we look above, like if we look in the sky, this should just stick to the last position it had. Yeah. Now when we look down again, it keeps moving to where we are. That's nice. Cool. So let's, I think for sure it's time to do some refactoring soon. Let's push this to git. Git add all, git commit. Player can now place a wall where it looks. Git push. Hey Avin, what's up? Feels like getting the building system to work, it's going to be a whole science. But maybe I'm overcomplicating it in my mind. But like if we're looking here, how does it know to place a wall here? By the way, I should add rotation. Let's do that. Add placement of building blocks. Rotation to placement of building blocks. And then probably add, give the player state. First state will be building. I think honestly an inventory UI, that's like a bit far down the backlog. For now, for debugging and for like building purposes, it's enough to just get it printed in the output. Add rotation. So how do we make the rotation work? I guess the first... Basically, we can start from quite high up here, I think. We can just do rotate button here. If input dot is action just pressed, can we just call them? They are left, rotate building block left. To be honest, might actually want to have a builder component that has all of this code. Like the player has a builder component that has the responsibility for all of this stuff. Because now the player code is becoming quite long. It's like 200 lines. We can start with left. If we get that to work, right is going to be easy. Rotate building block left. Hello, Infinite. What's up? How similar is GDScript and Python? Very similar. I mean, it's not 100%, but maybe, I don't know, 95. Like, for example, you write func instead of def. But most of it, like the simple stuff at least, is very similar. Okay, rotate building block left. Current building block dot rotation plus equals vector 3 and left and right. I think that's along the y-axis. So maybe let's just give it rotation.y plus equals, I don't know, 15 degrees. And there's a built-in function for this, so we can do degree to radian 15. Because I think it uses radians in the rotation. But you can't use external Python libraries? No, you can't. As far as I know, I mean, it's a very, like, it's a growing ecosystem, and there are integrations with other code, like other languages like C#, Rust, I think. So there might be something for Python that I'm not aware of, to be fair. I think we should never... We shouldn't update the rotation with this one. We should only update the position. So therefore here we just give it an initial rotation, which is basically where we're looking. And then we just update it by our rotation button. So let's create a left button. Maybe I already have that. Project left strafe, right strafe. Okay, so we can add right? So we try to build now. And now, yeah, it doesn't rotate, right? And we can move around. It's like this. Good. And now when I press left, it rotates. Fantastic. So it works. Nice. So let's, and then I press left mouse and it's there. Wow, cool. So let's just add right as well. And break this down into smaller functions. So we can do right here. I don't know if it was even rotating left or right now, but left. And we can reuse the same thing here. Right. And then we can have, just so we reuse this, the same code piece. There's fewer things that can break. Rotate building block. Wait. No, let's ignore it for now. We could do func rotate. Can you write code in C++ for Godot, and how performant is GDScript? Yeah, I don't know actually. Good question. I don't know how performant it is. Direction is left. Degree rotation. Degree rotation equals times equals -1. And then we can do current building block. Oh, I need to add the button, of course. Right. And they need to be the opposite. I need to switch it up with the minus sign. Add. Right. Right. Okay. And this is going to be, if it's right, we give it -1. Hello. And now Left, left, left. Right, right, right. Nice. Now it's there. Cool. That looks really good. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, let's let's remove from the code the printing now. Target position. Yeah. And then add all rotation of building block works now. And then there's some interesting things we can do with emission. Like we can give it emission to, like, if they're not allowed to put it somewhere, we can make it emit a red light and then a green light if it's good. Cool. But yeah, now what I want to get added is, by the way, I couldn't jump when I was in the building state. I want to be able to do that. Actually, I think this is a bug. If I jump and then press B, there will be no gravity on me. Let's try it. Yeah, look, no gravity. There's the gravity again. So that's a bug. Fix the gravity bug. Building gravity bug. Oh god. You can just imagine, like, once I can release something for playtesting, like how many bugs people will find in all the kind of weird corner cases. Can you... Yeah, now it's back. Good, good. Oops. That's a bug, by the way. No, I was just saying that... I don't know. I think it cut out when I got my charger. But yeah. So there are a lot of bugs. And like with the chunking, there is one. So there's one thing to consider. It's like this tree disappears when I move like that. But if I place this building block here, it's gonna stay there forever because it's not part of the chunking mechanics. Probably gonna have to add that later on. So it's like stored. Everything that the player builds is kind of stored as a loose object in the chunk. I don't think that's very difficult to do at this point. But yeah, cool. So let's push this. Oops. Git status. Fix. I think this was fix gravity bug that we did now. I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, is it laggy when I'm in the game? Thanks for saying that. So like when I'm in here, it's laggy. There is something with this computer. There's like when I connect and disconnect my mic, or like what did I do now? I just got the charger and then it like, the mic is going out of control. Is it still lagging? Because then maybe I might wanna restart. It's only in the actual game. So right, like now. It's better now. Okay, cool, nice. Good to hear. Thank you for telling me it was muted. Yeah, but it's the mic, it got disconnected and then reconnected. And sometimes OBS crashes when that happens for some reason on the Mac, not on my PC. Add snapping for building. Or is that like a nice to have feature? Might be, but it's also an interesting feature to build. So, how does it know when to snap to stuff? I think that's going to be based on it knowing that it's another building object. And then it can start snapping to like the top of it, the side of it, and so on. So let's figure that out. Can we print when it's actually another building object we're looking at? Wall. I've not used groups yet. Maybe it's time to do that. Add building block. So then let's do, when we get the target, start build update. I think it's in here. We need to do let's print it, see what kind of information we have. Ja, så länge, nej men solen har inte gått ner än, så helst inte. De andra kan du dra ner, men inte den. Okay. So we place 1. And then, so it's having like position, normal, face index, collider ID, collider. We might need to go into the collider itself. So here, it's a wall, static body. Like in this case, it should just snap on top. But I think, yeah, that's possible to do. So let's do a check on the collider. If dot collider, how do I get the group? Get group of scene tags. Oh, is that what you use it for? So I cannot check if it belongs to a group. Good work though. You got a lot done in this past hour. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think sometimes it's just about going for, you know, the easy and ugly solution. And I was having a nap earlier and I got this idea like, oh, maybe this is how I can do the building. And then just need to get it out. Oh, call group. Enter alert mode. Oh, really? Cool. So you can like call functions on. Okay, so groups isn't what I thought it was. The only way I know how to do it then is with GDScript and then giving it a class name, wall. And then we can extend this later for all building blocks, I think. Collator is wall print targeting wall. So here we get nothing. Targeting wall, nothing. Targeting wall. Okay. So now we can do some snapping. Snapping logic. How though? We would kind of need to know where, like there should be zones, I think, on this. And like, depending on which zone we look at, it's gonna snap to somewhere. So, I do think we get a... But this is going to be difficult because sure, we could have like a... pattern for the wall that we mathematically create. Like, okay, top should be up, put it on the top. If it's left, put it on the... or right, put it on the right, and so on. But like, what if it's not a wall? What if it's a barrel? Maybe I shouldn't think that far ahead. Maybe starting with... maybe starting with this for the wall is a good start. Maybe I need to think about this for a while. One thing we can do just as a placeholder is to always place it above the wall. That would be target position. else we use whatever we have. But if it is looking at the wall, we could do target position equals collider dot position plus, plus vector 3 0, and then we do the height of it. Can we get that from a variable? That will be a lot cleaner. Inspector. So the wall doesn't have it. The collision shape. Dot size. Collider dot get node. Collision shape 3D dot shape dot size dot y. Oops. Wait, target position equals. So we need to put that there and then 0. And then we can do collider dot position. By the way, it doesn't do hot reloading, right? Just want to try it. Oh, it does. Look at that. It actually does hot reloading. That's something new I learned. What? Cool. That's so cool. So now it automatically places it above. Still the rotation isn't right, and I can't even rotate it now. Why not? Let's restart it. Hey Sleepy, how are you? Building, yeah. Trying to add some building mechanics. What happened to the rotation? Update position. Left. Rotate. What? Project. They disappeared. That's odd. But the hot reloading thing, that's cool. So if we build one here, now that works. Put the wall there. And then now if we build another wall, it's gonna snap on top of this one. Like that, when we target it. So we can actually build something decent. But here I want it to snap to this side. To this side of it. Yeah, it's snapping on... oh, it's lagging a bit. It's snapping on the current target's position, and then like adds a Y on the Y-axis. It adds on the height of the wall. But then to make it like snap to the sides, I think I need zones. So depending on where, like on the wall I'm looking, it's gonna snap to like to the sides or to the top. Okay, the more I add here, the more I realize probably need to add a separate building component, because this is gonna explode in functions and code. Is it still snapping? Yeah, it's always snapping. Or what do you mean? Maybe I misunderstood. Let's create a function for everything here. Func snap to top. And we give a collider. Collider.position. Collider. Get snap to top position. I want to see what code is required to get it to like snap to left once. Because there's one challenge is like just like making it happen with code. The other one is making it happen when it should happen with code. Is it not turning because it's still snapping to the rotation? No, it's not snapping to the rotation at all. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, that's another thing that's probably going to have to be added. At least when you snap to the top. It doesn't make sense to build it in any other way than just straight on the wall. But when you're snapping to the side, then the rotation should still be free, probably. So how would we snap it to the left? Maybe it's not that difficult, actually. We just need to move it one Oof, I guess the difficult thing is gonna be whenever there's a rotation. Ja. Okej, vad ska du käka? Finns det lite mer också? Ah, nice. Because, yeah, I'll show it. So instead of doing on the y axis, we can leave it 0 on the y axis. Oh, like how do we even know what's left and right? By the way. Ooh. There's gonna have to be some... This is a lot harder than just adding 1 to the y-axis, because if we do this, shape, size, I don't know, x, no, z. Yeah, this is just gonna move in a random direction, basically. Oh yeah, current ray target at collider. But I think it is possible to calculate this with some built-in functions. Just have to do some math. Because, okay, let's say we put this here, and then we get some more wood. Now, wait, what? Target position. Wait, did I never return anything here? No, I didn't. I think I never used this function. There we go. I should start adding, you know, these builder mode, like debug mode or like God modes. So I just have infinite resources and can fly and stuff for debugging purposes. Thinking that that's just a matter of time before I add that. Yeah, you see? Just like this is the X position from here. It's not wrong, but it's not doing what I want it to do. So there has to be some math. So there is a... the wall looks like this. It has a rotation. It has a rotation. And then it has to be calculated from the position we are in, like the wall we're looking at. 1 unit to the right, let's say. Or half a unit, half of the width of it to the right in that angle. Where are we? And then half of a unit from the wall we're positioning, and the wall we're positioning's angle as well. And we have to add these positions to get the right vector to put the wall in when they're snapping. Yeah. That's going to be an interesting problem to solve. So I'll add that here. Add snapping for building. Let's call this like on top. And then we can do add snapping for building to the, oops, to the right. To the right. Use vector rotation calculations. I think I deleted a comment that would have been very useful here. It's, but I think I have it on the camera. Or no, I have it on my movement. somewhere. Transform.basis. So this, if you give it it seems to be like if you give a vector 3, like a distance, to a transform basis and multiply them, it seems like the basis is kind of moving your direction with a rotation and giving you back a vector. So I think transform.basis is what we need here. I'm going to add that keyword. Left. Or actually, right is what I have in my mind. So let's do right to avoid confusion. Can we do collider dot basis? Why do I need transform? Okay, let's just do dot form dot basis times Z size. Let's try that. Yeah, I think that actually works. Yeah, it does work. So what we need now is it's just the rotation that is off. So let's there's going to be some addition here. We can make it multi-line. Basically, we want to divide this by 2. And then bar first half equals thanks, man. Oops, now I touched my mic. I hope it didn't disconnect. No. Var second half is... It's like magic, this stuff. And there's now it's not the collider.transform.basis. It's the... What do we call it? Current building block.transform.basis. Block.getNode shape size. It's going to be effectively the same thing, but I think for the future, maybe it's nice to have it like that. Plus first half plus second half. And now, moment of truth. Yeah, look, it connects perfectly. And when we rotate it, I'm expecting this to keep being connected on the right place. Yeah, look at that. Nice. It's like a door. Cool. It actually worked. And then I think we can do the same for the left position very easily. Okay, now it's lagging. Really bad again. Why? It's like too much code or something. What's up? I'll close Godot. I think Godot is the culprit here. No, it's not. Yeah, I can see on OBS that the FPS is like very low now. Okay, now it's back to 60. Down to 13. What would you minus? What is it complaining about? It's not. Oh, it's because the Godot server died. Let's try it here. Left position. Wait, I'm not sure if it's gonna work as I think. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it just puts it there from another. Okay. Add snapping building to the left. I don't understand. Did it? Maybe it didn't update or something. Did it really get the latest code here? Like, Okay, yeah, now this works. I don't know why it didn't work. Nice. Cool. So they're both added. Now we need to figure out the snapping. Git status. So I think I will close down the stream now shortly. Git add all. Commit add snapping to left and right when building walls next to walls. So the next thing will be to, based on zones on the targeted wall when building, wall snap to either top, left, or right. That's gonna be what happened. It feels like my computer, it's not feeling well or something. There we go. When building based on zones on the targeted wall. Yeah. And then maybe also add illegal building positions. Building positions like, for example, when the wall is crossing the ground, is going through the ground. Cool. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to take a break, but see you all next time. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.